Yo, this is Christian, and in today's video I want to show you how to become more productive. Okay, I feel like we all have issues with productivity, especially with staying on track with our things, and the problem is not that we don't want to do the thing that is supposed to be done to get the result or the outcome that we want, but most of the time we don't have an idea about how to actually quantify what we are doing during the day. Okay, so I picked up a few tools in the past few days, I guess, and now I'm learning them, and I came up with a few ideas and concepts that I think they will help you. And there are two tools that will help you become more productive, and if you become more productive, you'll be able to do more work or take more action with less effort. Okay, so let's get into it. There are two things that I want to show you. So first of all, this one is called Toggle. So what I'm doing right now is I'm actually tracking the fact that I'm making content, right? So Toggle is basically a tool that tracks how much time you are spending while doing one task. Okay, so as you can see today, I logged in a few tasks. So one of them is code reviews, email cleanup, content for my course. It took me an hour to do some research. Then I've done some eating because I'm a human. Then I've been watching YouTube, aka I was procrastinating. And then I did some walking, which for me, walking means coming up with ideas, listening to music, clearing my head, because the way I work, it's different than some other people. I'm like an artist, so because I'm an artist, I cannot have that type of work where I just sit in front of a computer. Especially if you're a developer, you'll be working in a similar fashion. You are paid for your output, not for your time spent on a task. Okay, so I usually work, let's say 4 hours per day, something like that. So work, I don't really work because I love what I do, but sometimes I have to do some tasks that I don't really like for example, cleaning up my email, right? I have a lot of BS in there, so that for me is work because it's so annoying, but it takes me 10 minutes to clean up all my email. So yeah, let me walk you through this. So as you can see, I'm tracking my time because I want to know how I spend my time. Okay, like a lot of people say, oh, I need to find time to do this, blah blah blah. That's BS, that doesn't exist. Everyone has the same amount of hours during the day. I have 24 hours, just as you, just as Elon Musk, just as everyone else. But I'm trying to kind of know how I spend it, okay? Because time is the only resource that we have that we cannot get back. Okay, you can get your money back, you can recover your health, I guess, but time, once it's spent, is spent. So you have to spend it wisely. So I came up with this idea today because I got these two tools from my productivity coach. I have a coach for everything, because I'm not the smartest person in the world. So if I know I'm not smart, I'm gonna have someone that knows better than me to help me out. Okay, so he gave me this tool, and at first he only recommended it to me just to track what I'm doing and see how much time I spend for each task. But then I realized, what if I track procrastination? So for example, YouTube for me is procrastination. Now it can also be inspiration, right? But if you are just consuming content like latest reviews of the iPhone Pro or watching cat videos all day, that's procrastination. Okay, or if you're watching tutorials on coding, that's procrastination. Or if you're watching my videos, that's procrastination pretty much. Okay, because you're not doing anything actively to become a better developer. Okay, but let's say you are doing that. What I'm doing is I'm actually tracking my procrastination. So I allow myself to procrastinate as much as I want, literally, but I want to track the fact that I'm procrastinating. The reason why I want to track the fact that I'm procrastinating is to actually tell myself that, hey, you can procrastinate, but why are you procrastinating? So when I say that, I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. I shouldn't procrastinate. I should be doing something, okay? Something productive, I guess, or take something off my to-do list. Now, that's the first part, right? Tracking your time and understanding how you are actually spending your time. This is pretty important, okay? The next tool that comes with this is this one, Google Keep, okay? So Google Keep is basically a set of to-do apps that you can add. So you can make as many to-do apps as you want, but here are the recurring tasks that I have to do either daily or monthly. I think I'm gonna have others. For example, I'm gonna have weekly to-do lists, but I'm still building my system. But I wanna show you how this looks like in the beginning. So I do code reviews. It takes me roughly 30 minutes. Code help, it takes me roughly 30 minutes. It can take me less, but with my toggle app, I'm gonna figure out in the future how much time will actually take me so I can adjust this, okay, so I can be more productive with my time. Then I have to shoot a video for YouTube. It takes me 15 minutes to actually shoot it. I just have to think of a couple of words and then I start talking, you know. I don't have to think too much about it. And then I have to clear my email. It takes 5 minutes. Here it took me 10 minutes. So I'm gonna see how much time is gonna take me tomorrow and I'm gonna adjust with time. Then I have daily tasks, which is adding the weight and the calories in a spreadsheet. So I have a fitness coach as well. Again, I'm not doing stuff randomly like most people do. I have a coach for each part of my life because I want to be as efficient as possible with everything, okay? I don't want to waste my time trying to figure out things off of YouTube or random blog posts. I want to go to people that can actually help me right now. The reason why is because I don't want to waste my time. I want to be in the best position ever by the time I'll be 30, okay? So again, these are my weekly tasks, so no negotiables, which are part of running my running Developer Pro, the program and the YouTube channel. And then I have monthly tasks, which are like the boring stuff, collecting invoices and paying the VAT on the 15th, which is annoying, but I have to do it. So that's how I run the entire thing, okay? So as you can see, there are not many things here, and then there are maybe 4, 5, 6 tasks per day that I have to do. So it's very simple. And the reason why I'm showing you this now instead of when it's gonna be perfect, probably I'm gonna make a follow-up in a month while I'm perfecting the system, is because we have the tendency to make things perfect. You know, when you buy one of those Moleskine notebooks, which have like this leather cover, I think, or imagine a very nice notebook, right? You buy this notebook, it has some golden lining or something like that. And then you look at it and you're like, okay, I have to write everything perfectly in this notebook, okay? My font size should be perfect and consistent. My indentation should be perfect. I should have like the right colors everywhere to underline different things. And that's gonna mess you up, you know, because you cannot get the first iteration perfect with that notebook, okay? You probably have to mess it up the first time. So the first month is that the beginning of that notebook is going to be absolutely terrible for the first month while you're figuring out the way you have to write, what kind of fonts are you going to use for your handwriting, etc., etc. So I believe getting it perfect the first time is wrong. Okay, that's why you have to try one system, stick with it for a week, and then add more things to it or remove different things from the system until you make it perfect. But this is how I do it, and this is how I started doing it, and I'm gonna keep doing it for a month and see what I come up with. But I wanted to share it with you so you can actually start to implement some of these ideas in your coding career, okay? So very, very simple stuff, but I think very effective. You know, we don't need complexity, okay, when we want to achieve great things. We need simplicity, okay? Coding is super simple. It's not complicated at all. It's very, very simple. But people are making it very, very complex, which is not. And that's why so many people are struggling with, because they don't see the forest because of the trees, okay? So that's your little video for today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, leave it a like. There is a link in the description to join my free Facebook group where I go live every Sunday. You can get in touch with me, you can ask questions, you can do pretty much everything you want. You can ask me more questions on this topic and see how it evolves. And then if you want to work with me directly and you want to actually do something good for yourself rather than watching YouTube videos like this one, then the link to work with me directly is in the description. So I hope you enjoyed this one, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.